You know, investing can be a very tough game. You have to trust what you're putting your money into so you actually see some growth. And this is one thing that people mess up sometimes, even the best investors out there. However, there are some safety net options to help you secure your money. Here with more on the safety nets, what they are, how you can get involved in them, particularly with the stock market that is not doing well right now. We have Ralph and David Hicks of the Hicks Advisory Group here in Albuquerque. Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome back. It's good to see you.
Good morning. Thank you.
Okay, let's talk about this. Stock market, I think right now it's taken a tumble. Some people say maybe wiped out all the gains of 2014 in the last month or two?
Yeah, it's got our attention.
Yeah, we've had some more volatility for sure.
Okay, anything you can point to that says what is that? I've heard the Ebola crisis brought up a little bit. Maybe ISIS, the bombings in the Middle East. You talk about the oil production. Anything else?
Yeah, you hit on all of them. Yeah, all of that really affected the market in the past couple of weeks. And really, the Ebola scare was one of the biggest drivers of that. And we've seen that recover a little bit the past couple of days, which is nice.
Okay.
But what really happened was, I believe people have had a false sense of security the past couple of years, right, Dad?
Yeah, we've had growth for 5 to 6 years, so everybody's been feeling really good. All the advisors look great, and they take all the credit for all the gains. But we know how this works. It's a cycle.
Sure.
And we've had 5 to 6 years of up, so a lot of us who've been around a while, we're paying attention.
Okay.
We're wondering if we're at the top of the mountain or getting near the top of the mountain.
Sure.
And so we encourage our clients to have a plan. If we are near the top, and if this thing is ready to take that exciting thrill ride down the backside, then we urge them to have a good plan in place.
I guess, because you never know exactly how far is that thrill ride going to go. Is it just a little dip? Is it going to be a huge dip,
Exactly.
a la 2008, 2009? But we certainly hope not. And that's what we're talking about this morning when you bring up this idea of safety nets. So when it comes to something and say the market is like it is right now, it starts to go down a little bit. You don't know what's going to happen. How do these safety nets come into play, and exactly what are they?
So historically, people have not had safety nets when they're in the market. I mean, the floor, the bottom is the bottom. It's when the money's all gone.
You just ride it.
You just ride it out.
Okay.
And what happens when people's emotions get involved is that they make bad decisions. They end up getting out at the bottom and getting in at the top. And we've seen that lately.
And that is the worst way to invest your money.
Exactly. So we don't abide by that rule.
Okay, so I know you can't necessarily predict the markets. No one really can. So how do you put a safety net in there so you don't buy in at the top and then get out at the bottom and lose your pants?
Well, we have a proprietary software called Asset Lock, and we're just talking about it a lot. We're talking about it in our workshops. We're talking about it with our clients. It is a proprietary software that monitors your accounts daily. Now, the average investment advisor or stockbroker can't monitor your accounts daily.
Because you have dozens, maybe hundreds of clients.
Exactly.
That's right. So this monitors your account daily, and we establish a predetermined downside. We ask some questions, spend some time with our clients to determine how much downside they can tolerate. Each of us have a pain threshold of some amount.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, minus 50 hurts us all, but
yeah.
Many of our clients will say minus 5, minus 10, minus 15. That's all the downside they want to put up with.
They only want to lose 5, 10, 15%.
Right.
Yeah, and that's from the top. In other words, our safety net goes up with the market. As long as the market is going up, it's going right up with them.
Okay.
And so when it starts the other way, they know it's going to catch them before they take that long ride. And the average drop takes 1.5 years to fall and about 5.2 years to recover. And most people just don't want to take that long, painful ride.
I take it this is particularly true of older folks who are going to be cashing in some of these investments sooner rather than, say, someone like us who's going to do it later on in life.
Yeah, it's even more important for those that are coming into retirement or near retirement. You have to keep what you have.
Okay.
And that's the biggest issue retirees are facing right now. Is we're at the top of the mountain right now, so to speak. We want to make sure that we keep what they've earned as opposed to losing it again.
Okay, so you talk about the software. It automatically is going to catch when the market falls any percentage that you put it on. And then what does it do with your money and your investments, say, when it hits that 5%, 10%, or 15% mark?
For a short term, we're going to be in some government securities or in cash on the sidelines waiting to see what happens. Then at some point, we want to get back in, and we have some metrics that allow us to get us back in at the right time.
Okay, so you're talking about a very safe investment, low risk, however, you're probably just not going to make a lot of money, it sounds like.
Right. But as the market's falling, at least we're on the sidelines and we're not taking that long dive down.
Okay, so as the market's falling right now, is it a good time to put money in if you can afford it right now?
Well, we're always encouraging our people who are still at work, for example, to keep doing payroll deduction, take advantage of the employer matching, and just put in all you can. And when the market dips for that younger worker, he's actually getting shares on sale.
Right,
You know,
right, yeah.
So he should just stay at it, keep doing what he's doing. It's called dollar cost averaging, and some real magic takes place when you keep making contributions as a worker and you're getting an employer match. It's just wonderful. Compound interest and employer matching, tax deferral, you build a lot of wealth that way.
Okay, so you all are talking about this and much more. One of the things I think I love that you all do, the Hicks Advisory Group, we have these free workshops for people. It's just a chance to ask some generic questions and learn a little bit about managing money, right?
Absolutely.
That's right. We have a couple in November 12th and 13th, both at 6 p.m. We're going to be talking about asset lock specifically at this workshop.
Okay, now I have a question. If people do invest money, does this asset lock, does it cost anything extra? How much does it cost? How do you go about getting it?
Yeah, all investment accounts have some sort of a base fee in them somewhere. This compares favorably to any other asset you have.
Okay.
It's so good, I would expect it to cost a lot of money. It
Sure.
doesn't. It just blends right in with the typical fees you're paying anyway.
Okay.
So I think it's a wonderful item and wonderfully priced.
Okay, and again, if you want to go to these workshops, you have them. I think they're on your website.
Yep, they
as
are.
well. Okay, and that's totally free. People
Totally
can go
free.
there; they can just kind of get to know you and
Yep.
see if it's going to work out.
That's
Okay,
right.
you can find out more about the Hicks Advisory Group at our website at krqe.com. Just click on links. Gentlemen, good to see you. Thanks for
Good to
coming
see
in.
you.
Thanks
Thank
for the
you.
advice.
Good to talk to you.
All right, 7:32. We'll be right back.